Okay, ma? Frequency. Frequency means what, ma? The number of waves passing through a point in 1 second time is known as frequency. What are the units for frequency? Cycle per second, or second inverse, or hertz. Second inverse or hertz. Those are the different units for frequency. Now see the relation between frequency and wavelength. Important one this is. What is the relation between frequency and wavelength? See here, the frequency and wavelength both are inversely proportional to man. Frequency and wavelength both are inversely proportional. Both are inversely proportional. So the frequency is inversely proportional to the wavelength. Frequency is inversely proportional to wavelength. Then the frequency mu is equal to c by lambda. C by lambda. What is C? Means velocity of light. C means velocity of light or velocity of electromagnetic radiations. Velocity of electromagnetic radiations. This is the formula. Frequency nu is equal to C by lambda. Frequency nu is equal to C by lambda. C is constant. That's why the frequency is inversely proportional to wavelength. Inversely proportional to wavelength. So the wavelength increases, then frequency what happens, ma? Decreases. If frequency increases, the wavelength decreases. That is called inverse proportionality relation. For example, for one type of electromagnetic, two different electromagnetic radiations are present. Their electromagnetic radiations frequency nu1 and nu2. Nu1 by nu2 is equal to the same radiations. Their wavelength nu1 is more when compared to nu2. Then the nu1 means the first radiation's frequency is more, automatically its wavelength is less. That's why nu2 by nu1 becomes nu1 by nu2 is equal to lambda 2 by lambda 1, because nu is inversely proportional to lambda. So this is very important relation. This is the relation between the frequency and the wavelength. Frequency is inversely proportional to wavelength. Frequency is inversely proportional to wavelength. Nu1 by nu2 is equal to lambda 2 by lambda 1. Lambda 2 by lambda 1. Okay, students. Let's see next. Wave number. The symbol is nu bar, wave number. What is the definition for wave number, man? The number of waves. The number of waves present per unit length. The number of waves per unit length. The number of waves passing through a unit length. The number of waves through unit length. Unit length means either 1 centimeter or 1 meter. In that length, how many number of waves are passing is known as wave number, or reciprocal. Reciprocal of wave number. The reciprocal of wave number, wavelength. The reciprocal of wavelength. Wavelength means lambda, known as a wave number. Therefore, the wave number nu bar is equal to 1 by lambda. Nu bar is equal to 1 by lambda. The reciprocal of wave length is known as wave number. Already we know that frequency nu is equal to, what is the formula for frequency ma? Nu is equal to c by lambda. C by lambda means 1 by lambda plus what can we write? Nu bar. Therefore nu is equal to c into nu bar. C is constant. From this, nu is directly proportional to nu bar. Wave number increases, then the frequency increases. The frequency increases, wave number increases. Wave number increases. Because nu bar is equal to 1 by lambda. But nu is equal to c by lambda. In that 1 by lambda plus nu bar I written. Then nu is equal to c into nu bar. This is the relation. So according to that relation, nu 1 by nu 2. Nu 1 by nu 2 is equal to nu 1 bar by nu 2 bar is equal to lambda 2 by lambda 1. This is the relation between the frequency, wave number and wavelength. Because nu is directly proportional to nu bar and inversely proportional to lambda. Inversely proportional to lambda. That's why C. In all cases, C means velocity of light only. No need to say again and again. C is velocity of light or velocity of electromagnetic radiations. It is always constant. That's why the nu is equal to C into nu bar. The nu C is constant. That's why nu is directly proportional to nu bar. And we know that from this equation, nu is inversely proportional to lambda. According to that, sorry ma, nu 2 by nu 1, lambda 2 by lambda 1, lambda 2 by lambda 1. So according to that, what happens ma? Nu 1 by nu 2 is equal to nu 1 bar by nu 2 bar is equal to lambda 2 by lambda 1. So this relation is very important ma. Next, last one more characteristic is amplitude of wave. Amplitude of waves. See, the amplitude of wave symbol is A, capital A. Amplitude of wave means what man? See, you take, this is like you have to consider one wave. It must should be equal heights man. And the depth also same. Like this height this depth. This point is called what man? This height is known as crust. Height of the crust or depth of the trough, known as amplitude. Amplitude of waves. If amplitude of waves increases, then the intensity of the wave increases. The intensity means more waves, more number of waves are concentrated in particular area. That is called intensity. Okay, so simple definition, amplitude of the wave means the height of the crust or depth of the trough, known as amplitude of the wave. the amplitude of wave increases, then the intensity of the waves increases. That point you have to remember. These are the important properties of waves, or characteristic properties of waves. Okay, students, let's see what kind of questions they are asking from this concepts or properties of waves. For example, let's see one question. The frequency of radiations is 1368 kilohertz. Hz. What is the units for frequency mass? Second inverse or hertz or cycle per second. 1 cycle per second is equal to second inverse is equal to 1 hertz. But here the frequency, how much they given? 1368 kilohertz. Calculate the wavelength. Calculate the lambda. Calculate the wavelength they ask. Okay, see in this case, already we know that direct formula, the frequency nu is equal to c by lambda. Frequency nu is equal to c by lambda. The lambda value we need to calculate. The wavelength lambda is equal to c by nu. The wavelength lambda is equal to c by nu. Now, given values you write and substitute. First, c is equal to, whether wavelength you have to express in terms of meters or in terms of centimeters. In terms of meters do you want to express, then the c is equal to, means velocity of light is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per seconds. Or instead of 3 into 10 to the power of 10 centimeter per second, means the wavelength will come in centimeters. Okay, this is the c value. And frequency nu is equal to 1368 kilohertz is equal to 1368 into 10 to the power of 3 hertz is also equal to 1368 into 10 to the power of 3 second inverse, because 1 hertz is equal to 1 second inverse. 1 hertz is equal to 1 second inverse. That's why 1368 into 10 to the power of 3 second inverse. Why I convert the kilohertz into hertz? Because here the units must have expressed in terms of hertz or second inverse only. Then the lambda is equal to c value 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter second inverse by frequency is equal to 1368 into 10 to the power of 3 second inverse. The second inverse will cancel, then the resultant units of wavelength will comes in meters. So after simplification, this then how much will get? 219.3 meters will get. 219.3 meters. See in that question, simple frequency of radiations they given, that frequency we need to convert it into wavelength. Okay, so we know the formula, the frequency nu is equal to c by lambda. From that lambda is equal to c by nu. The lambda formula is equal to c by nu. Formula is equal to c by nu. Is very clear. Now, then c value we need to substitute and nu value we need to substitute. C value, two values are present, meter per second and centimeter per second. So you have to take meter per second, means the lambda value becomes meters. And then meters we want to convert into centimeters, means 1 meter is equal to Simplify that, mathematics. 3 into 10 to the power of 8, 1368 into 10 to the power of 3. 10 to the power of 3 means 1000. This 10 to the power of 3 will cancel, then it is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 5 by 1368. 3 into 10 to the power of 5 means what, ma? 3 into 1, 5 zeros. 5 zeros. Then divided by 1368. Then we will get approximately 219.3. 219.3 meters will come. So this 3 will cancel and then 5. 10 to the power of 8. Then 3 into 10 to the power of 5 will come. Hedges. I am not converted hedges into second inverse because 1 hedge is equal to 1 second inverse. What are the units for frequency? Cycle per second is equal to hedge is equal to second inverse. That's why in that hedge place I am taking second inverse. 1 hedge is equal to 1 second inverse is equal to 1 cycle per second. That's it only. So don't confuse. Okay, see one more problem. Next, one more problem. Lambda is equal to 5800 angstroms. Lambda value how much they given, ma? 5800 angstroms. So we need to calculate frequency and wave number. Calculate frequency and wave number. Okay, see for first one, frequency mu is equal to c by lambda. C by lambda. Then c is equal to c value either you have to take in meters or in centimeters. So c value is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. And lambda is equal to 5800 angstroms. 1 angstrom is equal to how many meters, ma? 1 angstrom is equal to 10 to the power of minus 8 centimeters or 10 to the power of minus 10 meters. So here angstrom units I need to convert it into meters. 5800 into 10 to the power of minus 10 meters. Now this meter will cancel, then the units will come in second inverse or hedges. Then the mu is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 by 5800 into 10 to the power of minus 10 into 10 to the power of minus 10 second inverse. Now let's see 3 into 10 to the power of 8. This 10 to the power of minus 10. Here minus in denominator having minus 10, it is going to upside means plus. Plus 10 to the power of 10. Okay, by 5800. 5800 means 5800 is nothing but how much, ma? 58 into 10 square. Then this is 10 to the power of 8 will come. 3 into 10 to the power of 8 into 10 to the power of 8 by 58. Then this 10 to the power of 8 into 10 to the power of 8 is nothing but 10 to the power of 16. Means 3 by 58 you have to simplify. Then we will get How much will it comes, ma'am? Is approximately 3 by 58 value 0.0517 into 10 to the power of 16. Then is nothing but 5.17 into 10 to the power of 14 second inverse RHS. RH. Okay, that is the conversion now. The next one is nu bar is equal to 1 by lambda. So nu bar is equal to 1 by lambda. Directly lambda value I have to substitute. Lambda value how much, ma'am? 1 by 5800 into 10 to the power of minus 10 meter inverse. Because here in denominator meters are present, then per meter means meter inverse. That is the units for wave number. Wave number units are meter inverse or centimeter inverse. So in terms of meters, the lambda I am taking in terms of meters. That's why 5800 into 10 to the power of minus 10 meter inverse. Now you simplify that. 1 by 5800 into 10 to the power of 10 meter inverse. Then 1 by 5800 you have to simplify. Then we'll get approximately how much value we will get, ma'am? 1.72 4 into 10 to the power of 6 multiplication, then we will get 1.724 into 10 to the power of 6 meter inverse. So addition, multiplications and divisions we need to observe very carefully. Then the value comes in this range 1.724 into 10 to the power of 6 meter inverse. That meter inverse, do you want to convert it into centimeters? Means what we have to do? 1 meter is equal to 10 to the power of wave number. How much we got, ma? 1.724 into 10 to the power of 6 meter inverse we got. But 1 meter inverse meter is nothing but 10 to the power of 100 centimeters. Is nothing but 1.724 into 10 to the power of 6 into 100 centimeter whole inverse. Okay, then 1.724 into 10 to the power of 6 into 10 to the power of minus 2 centimeter inverse. Then 1.724 into 10 to the power of 4 centimeter inverse. Like that, conversions either in meter inverse or in centimeter inverse. So meter inverse we want to convert into centimeter inverse means divided by 100. Then 10 to the power of 6 becomes 10 to the power of 4. So these are some different problems related to calculations of frequency, wave number as well as wavelength, because the frequency is directly proportional to wave number and inversely proportional to wavelength. We have relation nu is equal to C by lambda. Nu is equal to C by lambda. Nu is equal to C into nu bar. Nu is equal to C into nu bar. So that related problems all are very important for subjective examination as well as objective examination. Okay. Let's see next important theory, the nature of light regarding to corpuscular theory. Corpuscular theory. Corpuscular theory. Corpuscular theory was proposed by Newton. Proposed by Newton. So according to this theory, corpusculus means what, man? Small particles. According to this theory, light is propagated in the form of Propagated means traveling. Propagated means it is travel from one place to another place. Propagated in the form of small, invisible particles. So light is propagated in the form of small invisible particles. The small invisible particles are known as corpusculars. Corpusculars means small and invisible particles, dust-like particles, very small. So like that, the light is propagated from one place to another place. Who is proposed like that? Newton has proposed. After that, wave theory. This corpuscular theory is insignificant. Means we don't consider it is correct, because the light radiations, mostly the light is traveled continuous form only. In small invisible particles means it is discontinuous pattern. So that's why this theory is insignificant. But based on this concept, Planck quantum theory, Max Planck has proposed one theory that is known as Planck quantum theory. That Planck quantum theory is very important, because the Max Planck has calculated the amount of energy. Amount of energy is proposed that energy is released or emitted or absorbed energy is not continuous, is discontinuous form only, but in small packets. He considered that small packets is called quanta. Each quanta energy is equal to h nu, where h is called Max Planck constant. H is called a Max Planck constant. That is called Planck's quantum theory. So mainly the Planck's quantum theory is depends on corpuscular theory or particles theory. Okay, students, let's listen. Before discussing about the Max Planck quantum theory, we need to discuss about black body. What is black body and what are the black body radiations? That concept we need to discuss. Based on the black body and black body radiations concept only, Max Planck has proposed one theory that is called Max Planck quantum theory. Max Planck quantum theory. Okay, see, black body and black body radiations. So what is black body? Black body means what, man? It is a perfect absorber and emitter. Perfect absorber and emitter. A perfect absorber and emitter called black body. And its radiations, the radiations of black body, the radiations of black body is called black body radiations. The radiations of black body is called a black body radiation. So what is black body, ma'am? Black body means any substance, any material you have to take, the material which acts as a perfect absorber. Means how much radiations we are producing, that all radiations it must be absorbed. At the same time it must should be 100% emit that radiations. Such type of materials are called black body. Such type of materials are called black body. And the radiations of black body is called black body radiations. The radiations of black body is called black body radiation. See, for example, in nature there is no perfect black body, but some of the materials they act as a black body radiations or acts as a black body. For example, holosphere. Holosphere means we know that cricket ball. So the cricket ball you have to cut that half part, then it acts as a holosphere. This is called holosphere. Holosphere. So you have to take a holosphere. A holosphere inside coated with platinum black. Inside coated with platinum metal, we know that, platinum black. Inside a holosphere, inside coated with platinum black, having small hole, acts as nearer to black body. Having small hole, acts as nearer to black body. Okay, so this kind of material acts as nearer to black body means it absorbs, it acts as a perfect absorber as well as perfect emitter. Okay, at the same time, some other examples for black body is electrical stove filament. Electrical stove filament, if you observe that the electrical stove filament on passing that current, what happens, it turns into reddish color or reddish glow will forms after a few minutes. Then how much electricity or power it is absorbed, then the same power is converted into the electrical power is converted into thermal energy. Means it produces the same amount of heat. That's why that filament the electrical stove contains filament acts as nearer to black body. As well as generally black body example means a holosphere inside coated with platinum black, having a small hole, acts as nearer to black body. Okay, see, the Max Planck proposed is introduced this concept. Who is introduced this concept? Black body and black body radiations, Max Planck only introduced. So what he said, he observed one graph. He drawn a graph between intensity of emitted black body radiations with respect to their wavelength. At different temperatures, he made one graph. Intensity of emitted radiations. What he observed at one temperature, the intensity of emitted radiations increases with increasing wavelength and reaches maximum and then decreases. Like this is the intensity of emitted radiations with increasing the wavelength at particular temperature. The temperature is T1. It increases slowly and reaches maximum and then decreases. It is that maximum intensity peak. At this point, the wavelength is lambda 1. The wavelength is lambda 1. Again, he made one more graph. At another temperature is T2. At another temperature is T2. This is a T2 temperature and the temperature is more. This T2 should be more than T1. At a higher